Hi, welcome back to another pawbead video. You may have noticed already, my hair is rainbow. I'm also covered in rainbows, and I have a rainbow PLURR flag behind me. That can only mean that this is a Pride Month special. Not only that though, it's also a 2,000 subscriber special, which I am so grateful for. Thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers. That is insane. But the purpose of this video is another bead with me, and this time we are going to be, or bead maybe, putting beads on the laces of my knee-high knockoff Converse. I got these ones off Amazon, but I also have the real knee-high Converse that are from the actual Converse that came out last year. But my knockoff ones, I have drawn paws on and little faces on the front, and I also use pool noodles to keep them straight. But we won't be needing those for today's video. So I've already planned out all the words and colors that I want to put on the laces, and because this is all about rainbows, I guess, it's gonna be rainbow. So the first thing you want to do if you're putting beads on the laces of any of your shoes is to take them off. Untie them, if I can remember how to untie them. Just watch me struggle. And once you've untied them, take all of the laces out of the eyelets until your laces are completely removed and you're drowning in them because they're so long. So now I have a naked shoe. But how am I supposed to put beads on the laces if the laces are not on my shoe? I will tell you, dear viewer. So what you're gonna do is make sure that when you have both ends of your laces, make sure they're at the same length. Just pretend you're like making a big candy cuff or something. You need the ends to be at the same length. I'm gonna put one end through the top of the eyelet, and then I'm gonna get the beads that I want to put on it, and I'm gonna put the beads on the other end, and this end will not have beads on it. Beads that I'm gonna put on the bottom of my shoe first are gonna be my name in letter beads. So one shoe is gonna say Tommy, and then the other shoe is gonna say Pawbean. So when I have my feet together, it'll say Tommy Pawbean. Not meant to be a tutorial. I don't know why I was presenting it like I'm giving you a tutorial for it. If you haven't been on the Tommy Pawbean Pawbead channel before, you should definitely subscribe. Like I said, I just hit 2K, which is very exciting, and you would think I have 10K on TikTok, I would have more subscribers on YouTube, but I guess people just want to see my outfits. They don't want to know me for me. I'm joking, obviously. So now I have a problem because I put my name on my shoe, but the laces are not at the same length, which is something that I told you was very important. This is going to be a lot of me like looking down, but then you get a lovely view of my new rainbow hair. A lot of people have been liking the hair, which I'm very happy about, but I also have to remind people that just because my hair is rainbow doesn't mean that my inner self is still not red, because this is temporary. This hair, the rainbow hair, I'm being like a corporation right now. I'm only being rainbow for Pride, and then I'm going back to my red. And I've just been telling people, still think of me as red. I am still red hair, red persona. The main reason that I dyed my hair rainbow, not just for Pride and not just because it's super cool and awesome looking, was because I am being petty and spiteful to all the people in my school who have been homophobic and horrible and transphobic to me all of high school. And this is my last month. It's my last year. I'm a senior. I'm graduating this year, which is horrifying. But since it's my last month, I just decided that I am going to be gay as possible, because I've been like this the whole time, and people have been nothing but disrespectful and hateful. I am not going to let them bring me down, and I'm just going to embrace and be openly rainbow. And if they have a problem with that, they can suck it, because I am not gonna be in this school anymore. I know I said in a previous video that I wasn't gonna swear on my channel. I don't know how long that will remain true, because sometimes I just I just want to. Maybe once I turn 18, then I'll allow myself to swear. These laces are so tall that I'm having to stand up to see if they're actually the same length. I have the shoe on the floor, and I'm like kneeling on my chair and holding them up in the air. I'm like a puppeteer. I have done calculations of how many laces there are on each shoe, how many words I'm gonna need for each shoe. I'm also skipping, here's the other untied shoe. I'm gonna skip the spots where the laces go through these little loops because it's annoying if you don't have the laces through the loops, because then the tongue of your shoe will fall down. Hey, there's my cat in the corner. Snowy. Snowy. He's my kitty. It's also a kitty special. Say hi to YouTube. Hi, that's me. I think I've shown her in a video before, but I'm showing her again because it's been a while. Maybe she'll go on my desk. Oh. Okay, goodbye. I think she's just gonna sit on my floor. So one of the first things I wanted to do, I have my little traveling bead box that I bring to people's houses. Had to get my heart beads. I thought they were in my bead box, but apparently not. I only have my red sparkly ones, which are just as good, but since I'm going pink to red, it's not gonna work out. Pick out all my colors so it can be beautiful. I found that shoelaces only really need about 5 beads on them. You can put like 6 to 7, but when you wear it, it gets kind of cramped, I think. So I have a little pearlescent dark bead, dark pink bead, then a sparkly light pink bead, and then a regular dark pink bead, and then finally my giant heart. Instead of wearing my heart on my sleeve, I'm wearing it on my shoe. Beautiful. Never been done before.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference, put it in a blender.
Stick that through the eyelet. Officially started! So, let me look at my list of things to yap about really quick. Right, so I'm graduating high school this month. Depending on when I post this video, hopefully it's before I graduate, because oh my god, I graduate at the end of June. And that is really scary. Everyone's like, aren't you so excited? And I'm like, no! Because I have gone to one school my whole life, and I am scared. I'm scared of change. I don't like change. It stresses me out a lot, and I feel like I am ready to move on and go to college, but I am really scared, and I know it'll be fine. I know everything will work out in my favor, because that's how things go, but it's very scary to have new experiences, and I am just worried that even though I feel like I'm ready, maybe I'm not actually ready. You know? Does that make any sense? I don't know. Let me know if it does in the comments down below. I'll just start spitting bars. I won't say that again, I'm sorry. What I'm putting on my shoe right now is PLURR with 2 R's, because even though my flag only has PLURR, I would also like to include responsibility onto my shoe. It's always good to have a responsible shoe. I don't know why you would ever want to have an irresponsible shoe. That would be probably bad, because then your shoe would make you trip. Speaking of trips, I am going on my senior trip this week. If the continuity continues, maybe I'll be able to post this video before I go on the trip, but probably not. I've also got a new editing app. I don't even remember the name of it, but there will no longer be a KindMaster logo in whichever corner it's normally in. I don't know which way the video is going to flip, but whichever corner there is normally a KindMaster logo, there should not be one right now because I have a new editing program and I'm very excited about it. Next on my beautiful list, yes, PLURR gender flag. I have to Google that because why would I know that from memory? I'm pretty sure this is mostly blue. Oh, it's kind of purple. It's also rainbow. Okay. I'm doing this flag next, and I specified in my note sparkly beads, so we gotta use sparkly beads. Tough decisions today with Tommy Pawbean. What color yellow bead do I use? Rainbow! Here's what it currently looks like, but it's not looking as pink as I would like it to, so I'm taking this lace out so that I can put pink on the underneath ones. Okay, this looks more like what I wanted it to. Much pinker, much cuter. Does it fit on here? It does! I can do a little flower. That's cute. More pink. I like pink. Pink is like my secondary favorite color. Obviously the main one is red. More pink. And then I think I could transition up to purple now. I don't know, I'm just getting kind of anxious about like how much. So what do I have on my list for purple? Okay, gonna do the T for T flag. If I had a purple heart, I could use that, but I don't. Nice pale orange. And then white. Do I have white? I don't think I have white in here. I have this red heart bead, and I think I'll be able to find a heart bead that has a purple heart on it. So then I don't have to use white beads. I can just use one letter bead with a purple heart on it. And then 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 beads with 1 bead. Ha 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 ha. I found a purple sparkly heart bead. Ways that I like to accessorize my knee-high Converse are putting pins on them is a really fun thing. A couple times I have used safety pins to pin a patch that I made to my Converse. Also, if you don't know what T for T means, it stands for trans, meaning you prefer to date other trans people. So now for my backdrop color, I'm gonna do purples. I'm kind of trying to do a kind of gradient of the purple to pink, and I'm gonna try and do that for every color. So you can see this purple is more of a violet purple, and then it's going to more of a blue purple. I am of the opinion that indigo is a shade of blue. So here's how it's looking right now. The end of the PLURR is purple, which I don't know if I enjoy that. I can always go back and undo it, but I am okay with it for right now. Then next on my list, I want to do gender fluid flag. For this one, I'm also gonna put the gender fluid flag on the lace underneath too, because the pink is gonna get covered a little bit, I think, by this side of the shoe, and I want it to be like visible. That looks pretty nice, I think. Next on my list, I'm going to do the word that I keep saying in all my videos recently. Whoa, this is a long word. I think I'm gonna have to split this into 2 actually. So I'll do fox pup, and then on the lace above that I'll put kitty. Looking pretty cute. Since I was talking about college and then stopped because I got distracted by the actual purpose of this video, which is beading, I wanted to say that I'm going to college for visual communications, which is basically graphic design, and I am interested in graphic design. It is not my main interest, I don't really want to do graphic design as my career, but I am interested in it and I can do it. I've been in a class for graphic design for 2 years now, and I really like what I've learned there. I feel like I have a lot of skills that would be useful in that field, and I feel like if I want to do that, I can. So I feel like that is an option for me. Mainly, I would like to be a freelance artist, but I know that is not the easiest thing to do for a career. So although I am posting regularly and I post about how my commissions are open, by the way, my commissions are open and you should totally follow my art accounts, which I'll put on the screen here. I am pawbead and desktopkittypaw on most things. If someone wants to commission me, wink wink, nudge nudge, commission me, I'm good at art. And then another thing I'm also interested in doing is tattooing and piercing. I feel like that could be a really fun thing to do, so I'm interested in getting an apprenticeship as a tattooer or piercer. I just need to figure out how to do that. I started yapping and then I realized I wasn't even recording. Almost half of my shoe is just purple and pink, so I think I need to dial it back a little bit and maybe only do like 1.5 for each of the next colors. I'm gonna do the gender non-conforming or GNC flag, and then I'm gonna start on blue because this flag has blue in the middle. Gender non-conforming. The purple looks a little bit light since it's on a white string, but it's okay. I will know what it means. I just am very tired of having to hide my queerness, and I really just want to be open and accepted for my identity, and it is just frustrating that people are so hateful and disrespectful. But if queer people stick together, we will thrive and survive. People are like always surprised and kind of mean when they hear that my name is Tommy Pawbean. Like, yes, my name is Tommy Pawbean. No, I'm not joking. My name is Tommy Pawbean. I actually don't get like mean comments that often. The like most recent comments I got that were like mean, I made a TikTok where it was like how every day is being a trans mask who dresses feminine, and a bunch of the comments were like, how does that work? If you're trans mask, why are you femme? And so some people were being respectful and like genuinely asking, so I explained to them, but some people were like, okay, but you're not even trying. And people mix up like gender identity with gender presentation, because like I may present femininely, but that doesn't make me any less of a guy. That doesn't make me any less of non-binary. Like, I don't have to be completely masculine 100% of the time or completely androgynous 100% of the time to be trans mask or non-binary. And nobody seems to understand that, and it's frustrating. Oh, trans mask flag is mostly blue. See, when I think of trans mask, I always think of my candy shirt, which if you want to see, it's in my candy tour video. The first one, not the second one. I always mix up the trans mask flag and the trans femme flag. I am very excited for this summer because I want to go to a bunch of Pride events, and I also am doing a summer class at college starting in July, and then I'm like starting the fall semester in August. And of course, I'm very nervous, but I'm also very excited to get out of the town I've always lived in. I'm commuting to college, so I'm not like dorming or living where my college is, which is fine. I don't want to live somewhere else just yet. A motorcycle just passed my house. Yeah, so I'm thinking most of my shoe is pink, purple, and blue. I think I'm gonna start on green, and then this is changing my plans. Pink, purple, blue, green. Then the other shoe will be yellow, orange, red, pink. And hopefully I can do this. If I can live through this, I can do anything. If you've been a viewer of my channel for a while, you will know that I record my videos on my iPad, but I really would like to get an actual camera to record on. I think that would be nice and would definitely improve the quality of my videos. As well as a camera, I'd like to get a mic because I know that you can hear all the background noise. If I had my fan on while I was recording a video, why would I do that? I don't know why. You could hear the fan, you could hear my mom doing the dishes in the kitchen. I really want to increase the quality of my videos. My goals are camera, tripod, microphone. My iPad, like originally my dad got it for me so that I could draw. And then I figured out I could play Roblox on my iPad, and I immediately became an iPad kid who would only play Roblox on my iPad. And then I was like, let me actually try out this Procreate thing again. So I have been making art on Procreate, and I really enjoy Procreate. I think it's really nice. But I'm actually going to try and take the YouTube thing a little bit more serious than I have been. I just put RAR to start green. And next I'm going to put zombie, and at the same height on the other side I want to put lover so I can be zombie lover. Sorry, I was cracking my knuckles, then my wrist just cracked because my boyfriend is a zombie. So for zombie I'm going to use red and green just to be a bit fleshy. Oh, I also wanted to mention, since I said zombie, it reminded me of one of my zombie OCs, actually two of my zombie OCs, but OCs, original characters. I am participating in ArtFight this year, and if you don't know what ArtFight is, it is an annual art trading game that is every year in July, and I wanted to participate last year, but I was very anxious. But this year, I have become a lot more confident, and I actually have a bigger presence for my artwork, I feel like. So I am going to participate this year. I also have a lot more OCs this year, and I feel like I actually have an amount that people would want to draw some of my characters. So if you are interested in art, if you're an artist and you want to play ArtFight, start preparing in June. I started preparing in May. I'm still not done preparing. I'm terrified that I will not be prepared in time, but it's fine, because it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. I just wanted to let you guys know. My username on ArtFight is desktopkittypaw. If you want to view ArtFight accounts, you have to have an account. I also have Toyhouse now. I've been using Toyhouse for a while. I don't know if I mentioned that in my last video. But yeah, Toyhouse, you don't have to have an account to view things. Also on Toyhouse, you need an invite code to make an account. I really want to monetize my channel so that I can actually like start making money from this. I miss Fall Out Boy. I have a Fall Out Boy song stuck in my head. Fall Out Boy should come to where I am again. That would be really awesome for them to do. We reorganized my room so that my desk is now in the middle. It used to be over there and I could not sit at it. Also because I don't have a chair. This is not my chair. This is a chair from the dining room that I stole. Here's how my shoe is looking. Pretty colorful. This like looks so similar to my other Converse that have beads on them. This is like the same, isn't it? So next I'm gonna put the Abro Gay flag, and this one I don't have to look up because it's on my arm. And I can also see what beads I used for this one, so I can just color match. I hope everyone's had a good school year this year, and I hope everybody has a good summer / winter. If you're in Australia, it's your winter now, isn't it? I wonder if any of my subscribers are actually from Australia. Sound off in the comments if you're from Australia. I would love to hear about it. Abrogay. I don't know what else to yap about, but I've only done one shoe so far. We have almost reached the tippity top. I'm not gonna put any on the top two here, so I guess I only have one left. I don't think I have much green left though. What do I have? Create. That's cute. Once I finish this shoe, I'm gonna take a little break in real life. For you, it won't even be more than a couple seconds, but I need to do something else with my brain other than put beads on my shoes because I will go insane otherwise. And we don't want that to happen. I'm just yapping at this point. Is anybody listening? Is anybody still here? My 2,000 subscribers. Are you listening? Shoe 1 done. So I'm gonna put it on my foot and you don't get to see that. And I'm gonna tie it to make sure that it is not too tight or anything. Just use your imagination. My shoe is on. This could low-key be the thumbnail. I'm gonna take a thumbnail picture. Now that I'm at the tippy top, I'm just gonna lace it normally, not put any more beads on this one. And after I do all that, I'm just gonna check if they're the same length. They are the same length. That's never happened before. So many times when I'm walking with these Converse, I will step inside of the lace and pull my lace undone. So I'm putting my foot on my desk to show you the final first shoe of my knee-high Converse. This is very dangerous. I don't know why I'm doing this, but it looks super cool. I took my lunch break. Now I'm gonna start on the second shoe. Now I'm gonna take the laces off and basically do the same thing I did before. I kind of ran out of things to talk about, so I am just like gonna try and speed run this if I can. I am facing the universal problem of all candy kids trying to find an E. Also, this bag is really small. I'm gonna have to pour this out. I found one immediately. Pawbean. Like I said I was gonna do, this one is gonna start at pink and then go to red, orange, yellow. So together my shoes will make a full rainbow instead of each one being their own individual rainbow. I put another heart on this shoe so they match now. Next I'm gonna put the Ivorian flag. There's Ivorian, which by the way is an orientation where you're gay for men and women. So I just added the boy-girl flag with pink underneath, and next I'm gonna add the rose boy flag. At this point now I'm gonna start transitioning into red. So this one, well, the one underneath has pink to red, and then on top I'm gonna put the words I bite with red in between. I am kind of just mindlessly doing this, so I keep forgetting to record, but I added I bite and then puppy and then spread love, not hate, but I think I'm gonna separate this one into spread love, not hate, because spread is kind of a big word. I like that a lot better, but you can also see that I've transitioned now to red to orange, and I think I'm gonna do one more. I was gonna do vampire on red, but then I got ahead of myself, so I think I'm gonna do vampire on orange now. We'll see. Now I got vampire, and then I just put the non-binary flag. I just hit myself in the face. Yeah, now I'm gonna add he, they, and some stars, and a few other things. He, they. It's looking nice, it's looking colorful, exactly how I wanted it, exactly how it should be for the Pride special. I nearly forgot to add this. It was meant to be for the orange section, but I really wanted to include the abro lesbian flag because that is part of me. It's my other side of the abro, and I do have a little bracelet of it that I could be wearing right now, but I wasn't. I just needed the beads that I used for it. I said I needed the beads, and then I'm using completely different beads for it. So, I am a liar. Don't think I mentioned, but I also put trinket and then lover, the other half of zombie lover on here underneath abro lesbian, and then I just made a mistake. I was trying to put B-U, but I put bay-oo, so you're gonna have to fix that. Fixed, and I think that I laced it up normal after this point. If not, I don't have another yellow word to put on here, and also, like, this is a lot more yellow than I expected to do, so I'm going to be done now. Okay, so the shoes are all laced up now, and I'm gonna put on some shorts and add a few more accessories to my outfit. I've been in pajama pants the whole time, and then I will show them off to you. Welcome back to my hallway. That's my bedroom, and I'm gonna show you off my fit. So I have my puppy tail, which you may have seen in Some of my TikToks from a while ago. I haven't made any recently, but I have my puppy tail. It's getting hit into the wall, and my puppy ears, and then my rainbow socks and raw shirt from Izzy's, my rainbow candy belt. This one isn't exactly rainbow, but I couldn't find my actual rainbow belt. Then all my candy that you've probably been admiring the entire video. And then, of course, my Converse. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I am really appreciative for every viewer and subscriber, especially now that I've hit 2K, and I'm just so thankful. So please, if you enjoyed and you're new here, hit subscribe. If you're interested in my other profiles, I am pawbead or desktopkittypaw on most things. I'm also pawbean on kandipatterns. So please give me a follow on one of there, and I will see you in the next video. As always, peace, love, unity, respect, and responsibility. Bye!